Hi guys, we are doing reading for Monday, March 8th. Reading for Monday, March 8th. It's Unit 4, Week 4 already. And today we're going to be talking about bugs and insects. This says, bug me. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and how are they different? What insects do you know about?
Insects. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? All insects have the same basic body parts, but many things about them are different too. Caterpillars have different colors and patterns on their bodies as they creep along on branches. These crickets hop and jump a lot. They can make a loud chirping sound by rubbing part of their wings against each other. This long-horned beetle crawls. It blends in with the rocks and tree branches where it lives.
Scary.
Many insects can fly, like this orchid bee with its bright blue color. As you can see, insects may have the same basic body parts, but each kind of insect is special.
Let's talk about that. Insects have the same body parts. So, to be an insect, what do you have to have? You have to have 3 body parts: the head, the abdomen, and the thorax, I think. 3 body parts and 6 legs. 6 legs. Spiders are not insects because they don't have 6 legs. They have 8 legs. So spiders are called arachnids. Okay? So we are going to be talking about insects and bugs. Many butterflies have bright, colorful wings with fancy markings. They have 3 body parts and 6 legs. Colorful wings and fancy markings. Oops. It might look like a insect, but a spider is not an insect. A spider is an arachnid, which means it has 8 legs instead of 6. Part of the firefly's body lights up. Each kind of firefly flashes its light in a different pattern. You guys have seen, well, we call them lightning bugs around here. Well, we did. I don't know how many of you have done this. It's probably not a very good thing, but when my brother and I were little, and the neighborhood kids, we used to take the lightning bug lights off of it and put it on our finger right there with the gooey, icky, the slimy insides, and we'd stick it on our ring finger and act like they were rings. Oh, that was so awful. A ladybug is red with black spots on its body. It flies and creeps around on short legs. So insects have the same body parts. Some can fly, some can't. We're going to learn about how they are alike and different. So we're going to be comparing and contrasting that. And let's see here.
Insect hide and seek. What insects have you seen outdoors? Did you look at them closely? What did you see? Insects are all around us, but they can be hard to find. That's because some insects are good at hiding. Their colors and shapes blend with their surroundings and protect them from enemies.
What is that called? If they hide, it protects them from enemies. What's that called? If they blend in with their environment. Camouflage, right?
To spot these insects, you have to look very closely. Have you ever looked at the stem of a rose? The stem has sharp points called thorns. A thorn bug's shape makes it look like one of these thorns.
Like this.
Since thorns aren't tasty, most hungry animals will go right past thorn bugs.
So this looks like a thorn on a rose bush. So if it's sitting on a rose bush, the predators or the birds are not going to try to eat this because it's a thorn, it's not tasty, and it hurts when you eat it. So this insect looks like a rosebud thorn.
Look at the stem in the photo. Can you find the thorn bug? How does it resemble the thorns? Young thorn bugs have another way to protect themselves. They shake together when they sense danger. Their mother feels the stem move and comes to help.
Okay, so that's one way, one insect that blends in with their environment and makes it look like a thorn to keep predators away.
Look at the twig in the photo. Can you find the walking stick hiding? It looks as if it is part of the twig. That is its disguise. The name walking stick fits this insect perfectly because the shape of its body makes it look like a stick. It is like a thorn bug because it is shaped like a part of a plant. This helps the insect to hide. However, its texture, the way it feels when you touch it, is quite different.
Texture is a word that means how it feels when you touch it. So what texture is it? Is it smooth? Is it bumpy? Sometimes we talk about food texture, how it feels in your mouth. Okay, texture is the way it feels when you touch it. It's quite different from a thorn bug's texture. This insect has the rough texture of a branch or a twig.
From the thorn bugs. This insect has the rough texture of a branch or twig. Walking sticks are among the longest insects in the world. One kind of walking stick is 13 inches long. Most of the time, these insects keep still. If they move at all, they move very slowly. When a tree branch sways in the wind, the walking stick sways right along with it.
So they stay very still, and if a tree branch moves, it moves with it. Have you ever seen a walking stick? I have on our front porch before when I was little, I remember. The first time I saw one, I thought it was just a stick, but then my mom said, no, it was a bug. Okay, so texture means the way it feels when you touch it. Different is how they are different, what's different about them. So that's what we're going to be doing, what's different and alike. And then disguise. If you are in disguise, you're kind of hiding or nobody knows who you are. So it kind of is in disguise as a stick, right? Okay.
When you smell a flower, are you also sniffing an insect? It's possible because when a praying mantis sits on a flower, its green or brown color blends right in. As the mantis flutters and lands on a flower, it seems gentle and harmless. And for people,
flutters. As the mantis, praying mantis, flutters and lands on a flower, it seems gentle and harmless. To flutter is to move through the air light and quickly, like a butterfly flutters light and quickly through the air. It seems gentle and harmless. And for people, that is true.
That is true. However, this insect hides on flowers in order to catch and eat other insects. Look at the photo. Can you find the praying mantis on the flower? The praying mantis, like the walking stick, sits very still. However, when another insect, such as a bee or butterfly, comes by, watch out. The mantis has legs that look like knives and a mouth like a can opener. It uses them to trap and eat the insect. In this way, the praying mantis is different from both the walking stick and the thorn bug.
So it has legs that look like knives and a mouth like a can opener. It uses them to trap and eat the insects. Ooh, that's scary. I'm glad I'm not a littler insect because I don't want to be eaten by one of those things. I think you've seen these before. They look like leaves, don't they?
Birds search for food in a tree, but they probably don't notice a treat that's right in front of their beaks. That's because a katydid has a body shape and color that imitates a leaf. It even has veins in its wing.
What does imitate mean? It means copy or try to look like something else, right? It even has veins that look like the veins in leaves. See the little markings?
That look like the veins on a leaf. So the katydid stays safe by blending with its surroundings.
Camouflage.
Just as the praying mantis, walking stick, and thorn bug do. Look at the photo. Can you find the katydid? While a katydid may not be seen, it can certainly be heard. On warm nights, you might hear groups of them singing to one another. They make their distinctive sound by rubbing their front legs together, and some people think they sound like they are singing the words, Katy did, Katy didn't, Katy did, Katy didn't. In this way, the katydid is quite different from the praying mantis, walking stick, and thorn bug.
So they all have something in common, 3 body parts and 6 legs, but they all are different. So the katydid is different from the praying mantis and walking stick and thorn bug. So we're going to compare and contrast. We're going to see how insects are alike and how they are different. So let's look at vocabulary. The word flutter.
Flutter. Flutter means to move or fly with quick movements.
Butterflies flutter from flower to flower. They move lightly and quickly. Flutter, to move lightly and quickly. Different. The weather in the summer is different than it is in the winter. Different. How it's not the same. Imitates.
Imitate. To imitate is to act like someone or something else.
Anna imitates the way her older sister dresses. Imitates. To act like somebody or something else. Protects. Protects.
Protect. If you protect something, you keep it safe.
A helmet protects your head when you ride a bike. Protect. Resemble means look like something. Resemble means look like something else. Oh, sorry. The fluffy white clouds resemble balls of cotton. They look like balls of cotton. They resemble or look like something else. Caught. A bug is caught in this web. Caught. The wasp flew over to the flower. Flew. You know what that means. Past tense of fly. I know how to catch a bug. Know. That bug story made us laugh. Laugh. Laugh sounds like it has an F on the end, but it has a GH.
Laugh. This is the word laugh. Say it with me. Laugh.
Laugh. The GH makes an F sound. Listen to the buzzing bees. That means use your ears.
Listen. This is the word listen. Say it with me.
Listen. Fireflies were out last night. Fireflies were out last night. It's a past tense of are. The butterfly has beautiful wings.
Beautiful. Something that is beautiful is very pleasing to see or hear.
Beautiful. Fancy. We are wearing fancy hats. That means unusual. Okay. So we have flutter, different, imitate, protect, resemble, caught. These are words to know on your ring of words. Flew, know, I know you with a K. Laugh, the GH says an F sound. Listen, were, beautiful, and fancy. So we'll be talking about those words this week as we go along. Okay. Okay, I want you to get out your small reading book and turn to page 76. Your small reading book and turn to page 76. This week we're working on long I, spelled I, Y, I, I says I by itself sometimes. Y can say I or E. IGH says I, the GH is silent. And IE can say I. The letters IY, IGH, and IE make the long I sound in find, fly, high, and cries. So whenever for this week we see I, Y, IGH, or IE, we're going to say I. Okay, so these are words for us to read. By, the Y makes an I sound. Untie, the I makes an I sound. Untie, we learned that un means not. Sigh, the GH is silent. IGH says I, the GH is silent. Side, past tense, side. So if you sigh, you go, side. Mild, sky. Tries, IE says I. Dry, kind. Relight, light again. Relight means light again. GH is silent. Right, the GH is silent. Child, spied. If you have a word that ends with Y, if it's a short one-syllable word, the Y says I. If it's a two or more syllable word and ends with a Y, that Y usually makes E. But if it's a short one-syllable word and ends with Y, it usually makes I. We're going to read these words again. By, untie, side, mild, sky, tries, dry, kind, relight, right, child, spied. Okay, the next page. Sorry. At the top. Dwight, the GH is silent, Dwight spied a moth by the light. The GH is silent. What kind is it? I asked myself. Okay, let's read these words. Fly high. I sighed. When you write I, that means yourself. It's always capital. Sighed, cried, right, find, sky, by, high, I'm. I'm stands for I am. Again, fly, high, I, sighed, cried, right, find, sky, by, high, I'm. Okay. Creep low, fly high. Page 78 in your little book. Creep low, fly high. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and how are they different? Read about how some insects are alike. Creep low, fly high. The Y makes I and the IGH makes I. Okay, you should have your books out.
Bug boasts. The sun came up over a big field. 5 bug pals met to chat and laugh. Grasshopper boasted a bit. I can hop to the top of any plant.
Grasshopper said, I can hop to the top of any plant. He was bragging, I'm better than you. 5 bug pals met to chat and laugh. There's a word we need to know, laugh. The GH makes an F sound, laugh. Grasshopper now is bragging.
Well, I can dash fast, bragged Ant. Listen, hummed Bee, I can buzz as I fly high. And I can zip around on fancy spotted wings, smiled Ladybug.
Okay. They're all the same because they're insects, right? And they're all bragging about what special things they can do. Grasshopper's special thing is, I can hop to the top of any plant. Some of the others can't do that. I can dash fast, bragged Ant. Some of the others can't be fast. Listen, hummed Bee, I can buzz as I fly high. Some of the others can't fly high and buzz. There's a word we need to know. Listen. The T is silent. And I can zip around on fancy spotted wings, smiled Ladybug. So they all kind of look different, don't they? They all look different, but they're also the same. Fancy means special and interesting and pretty.
Not I, sighed Caterpillar. I just creep, creep, creep. Then he crept away. Come back, his pals wailed, but Caterpillar did not.
Not I, sighed Caterpillar. He's not fast. He can't fly. He just creeps slowly along. Come back, his pals wailed. What's another word for wailed? Yep, cried out. But Caterpillar did not come back. This story is make-believe. I mean, it's going to kind of be true because the insects can do what they're saying, but insects don't talk, right? And we can tell by the pictures that it's make-believe, right? Come back, his pals wailed, but Caterpillar did not. Missing.
Missing. It was time for lunch. The bugs did not see Caterpillar. He was missing. Where did he go?
Oh, what do we know about caterpillars, guys? What do caterpillars turn into? I wonder if he made a chrysalis or a cocoon.
I think I know where he is, cried Ant. He is hiding because he feels bad. I think that's right, nodded Grasshopper. Let's find him. We can cheer him up. The two rushed away.
So Ant and Grasshopper went to find Caterpillar. They think he's hiding because he's sad because he can't do anything but creep, creep, creep.
What if he is not hiding? Asked Bee. I saw a bird when we were chatting, added Bee. It flew low in the sky. What if it caught our pal? Cried Ladybug. We must find out. Maybe we can save him. The two flew away.
So Bee and Ladybug are now going to try to find him and save him if he needs it. Were, flew, caught. The GH is silent. Caught. Were, flew, caught. You're going to need to know how to read those words. What if it caught our pal? They saw a bird. What if it caught our pal? We must find him. Maybe we can save him. Still a pal.
Still a pal. The bugs did not find Caterpillar. Many days went by. The pals were sad. Then one day they saw a beautiful bug with gold wings.
Beautiful bug with gold wings.
Hi, I'm back, the bug called as he flew by. I wrapped up and rested. Then I popped out like this.
He did turn into a butterfly.
It's me, Butterfly. I used to be Caterpillar, cried Butterfly. But you are not the same, sighed Ant. But I am still a pal, said Butterfly, and now I can flit and dip. Let's go have some fun.
So he's happy because now he doesn't just creep, creep, creep. Now he can flutter and flit around just like the other butterflies and the ladybug and the insects that can fly. How can insects be alike and different? Okay, they all have the same body parts and they all have 6 legs, but some look different. Some can fly, some can't fly. Some can hop, some can't hop. Some are slow, some are fast. Okay, turn the page. Point of view. Point of view. Point of view is the way that a story character thinks or feels. What was the point of view of the caterpillar? He was sad because he couldn't do what the other bugs could do, right? I think I know where he is, cried Ant. He is hiding because he feels bad. That's how we know that Caterpillar is sad. That's the character's point of view. He's sad. Okay, so let's look over here. The ant, how does the ant feel? What's the ant's point of view?
Graphic organizer. Character, clue, point of view. Character, ant. Clue, thinks that Caterpillar is hiding because he feels bad. Point of view, is worried about Caterpillar. Character, ladybug.
A ladybug.
Clue, thinks that a bird caught Caterpillar. Point of view, wants to save Caterpillar. Character, caterpillar butterfly. Clue, tells Ant that he can now flit and dip. Point of view, is happy to be a butterfly who can fly.
Okay, so the character in the story, the author will give you a clue as to how they feel, okay? This is the clue that told us how Ant felt. Ant thinks that Caterpillar is hiding because he feels bad. So that clue tells us that Ant is worried about the caterpillar. That's the ant's point of view in the story. The ladybug, the author tells us this clue. The ladybug thinks that a bird caught Caterpillar, so her point of view of the story is she wants to save Caterpillar. And caterpillar/butterfly tells Ant that he can now flit and dip. That's our clue that tells us that now caterpillar /butterfly's point of view is he is happy to be a butterfly who can fly. Can characters have different points of view throughout the story? Can their point of view, can the way they feel change throughout the story? Yes, it doesn't have to be the same, because at the beginning of the story, Caterpillar was sad. And at the end of the story, when he turned into a butterfly, his point of view changed. Now he was happy because he could fly. So the point of view is, how does each character feel in the story? And the point of view can change throughout the story many times. Okay? All right, I want to go back. I want to go, let's see. I want to go back here. No, I don't want those words. I want to go back to these words. Well, I want just the ones for this time, though. Yeah, these are the words I want. Okay, let's go back to these words. Flutter means fly lightly. Different, how something looks different or acts different than something else. Imitate, pretend you're somebody else, try to look like somebody else or be like someone else. Protect, keep safe. Resemble, trying to look like somebody else. Caught, the GH is silent. Caught means you, past tense of catch. Flew, past tense of fly. Know, I know something in my brain. The K is silent. Laugh, the GH is F sound. Laugh. Listen, the T is silent. Listen, were, beautiful, and fancy. Okay, we need to know what these words mean and how to read these words over here. So those are the words we're going to be working on this week. Okay? And that is going to be all for Monday's reading. Tomorrow, Tuesday, there won't be a reading video, but on Seesaw, we will tell you what to do. Okay? All right. Thanks for being with me for reading on Monday.